How's it going today? Hello everybody and welcome to the video. My name's Ginger Prime and don't you know it's gonna get funky in this video. You know it's gonna get a real downtown to the PTR. Now I'm not even making up the words as I go along, and don't you know it's gonna get real down, funky and low. It says that everybody get it up and get it down and turn it up and turn that beat up funkin' down and walk it down and walk it up. And PTR April update is not that great, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay, and break it down slowly. And don't you know everybody's got to get along with that crazy flow. Everybody's got to get that ginger up and down, you know. Everybody wants to know as bad as a down. So yes, everyone say beat that down and walk around and beat it down. And I'm just gonna go off and gonna break it down. And everybody wants to know. Don't you want to get it? Gonna get that ginger flow and walk it down, walk it up and walk it down, walk it up and walk it down. Everybody walk around, cause there's no mounts in this game. No mounts in this game. There's no mount in the game. It's up and down and down and break it down and give it up and flow it down. Everybody give it up. Everybody get somebody turn it down. I'm going nuts in this video, don't you know? This intro is a long one, but it's gonna show.
Everybody welcome. So that got a little nuts. I'm gonna keep it in. We'll put a little chapter tag in case you want to see it. But guys, what we're talking about today is the April PTR updates. This is giving us an inside look as to what is coming up in April. Basically the TLDR, lots of quality of life updates. This is can be a continuing and living list. So I would say, like, right now, looking over these notes before putting this video together, it's nothing to be like mind-blowing like you saw with 1.5.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we're not gonna do it again. We're only gonna do it once. Oh yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go through the notes as I want to do, just to give you guys the core information. You can always let me know what your thoughts are. It's gonna be my raw reaction. Well, not necessarily the raw reaction. I guess that is not necessarily the full truth, because I've kind of perused it, but I wanted to see if there was anything like mind-blowing to share with you before actually filming the video. But yep, this is gonna news post. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share all that sweet YouTube stuff. Thanks for being here. All right. So world experience changes. And also they say this is not the full extended list. We're going to see more of these as the PTR rolls out, which you'll be able to play on the 12th. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Patch 6.1 for 14 and the PvP update drops on the 12th as well. I'm not going to be spending too much time on the PTR because I gotta get my my crystal totems. Anyway. Notable fixes: fixed an issue where the loading screen was being dismissed prematurely while the world was still logging in. When fast travel or to an owned homestead. Seen that happen multiple times. NPC, I can't read because I'm dyslexic.
I'm dyslexic, baby.
Yeah. Jones no longer standing inside the barrel and an upgrade trading post in the Everfall settlement. Fixed an issue which could result in no AI spawning in the corrupted portal event. Fixed a rare client crash when loading into the game. For general fixes, and this looks like to be expeditions, fixed an issue allowing players to body block certain expedition bosses, preventing them from transitioning to a new phase. Fixed bugs dealing with with users disconnecting or leaving dungeons in the middle of the boss fight, causing dungeons bosses not to reset. Within expeditions, fixed an issue where the respawn point an expedition entrance would appear untranslated in other languages. For Lazarus, fixed an issue where we're dying before entering the expedition could cause failure to progress at different stages of the expedition. Made some lighting adjustments in Lazarus expedition and minimize flashing lights in certain areas. For Tempest Heart, fixed an issue where could die prematurely. Fixed the respawn animation for Urzarets during the encounter to destroy the corrupted monolith. Mercard Musketeers will award points when defeating in the mutated version of the expedition, and adjusted the amount of gold players receive from bosses that align with the other expeditions. For global mutators, fixed boss and animations not happening on party wipe. For quests, the darkness veils located in caves on the starting beaches have had their health significantly reduced. Finding the veil should be tough, but not that tough, especially in starting zones. The Artificer quest, which requires new players to craft a sword in the starting zones, has been adjusted so that they accept name weapons for the final step if the player happens to be lucky enough to craft one. They fixed the name fields for 4 items rewarded from various quests in Reekwater, which were pointed at weapons for other zones. The changed affects the rewards for the quest Seek and Hide, A Past Destruction, The Queen is Dead Elite, and the Eternal Pool Elite. The new weapons crafted are the Occultist Razor, the Switcher's Revenge, the Bow of Nirvana, and the Demon's Claw. Updated the Covenant Initiation quest in Windsward to ensure players are tasked with collecting the proper items. Fixed a bug where quest missions acquired from the non-settlement territories, Eden Grove, Great Cleave, Shadow Mountain, may be unable to turn in after a patch. This happened to me multiple times, hands down. The first time a player logs in after this change, any progress to the faction missions from a major settlement territory will automatically be abandoned, while missions already ready to turn in will get completed with the expected reward issued. For exploration, Raffle Bones will only spawn at level 66 zones that go 60 plus or higher. Will only spawn at level 66 in zones that are 60 plus in order to allow players to get weapons that can be upgraded. Small-sized flint objects no longer have player collision, no more tripping over rocks. For the combat and AI changes, fixed an issue where buffered attack inputs would not be clearly by weapon swapping or cleared by weapon swapping if pressed at the end of the attack. They fixed an issue where status effects applied by equipping weapons could become permanently stuck when traversing across regional boundaries. They fixed the slight stutter and desync when moving and casting spells. Now, notice that they've also been doing a lot of work on these desync issues, which is really huge. They fixed an issue where players can become stuck in the knockback reaction animation. For perks, they fixed an issue, the Great Axe weapon perk Insatiable Gravity Well, that caused inconsistent activation and no visual effects. They removed an unintended 1-second root applied to targets next to the caster when the perk procs. Several Blackguard weapon rolls with the Plagued Heavy Strikes perk has been changed to the Plagued Crits in the Blackguard's Bow and the Blunderbuss, and Refreshing Evasion in the Blackguard's Fire Staff, Void Gauntlet, and Ice Gauntlet. I saw some frustration around this by a lot of different players, especially as it relates to the Plagued Heavy Strikes perk. So I can't speak to whether this is essentially a good thing or a bad thing, but you guys can let me know in the comments, especially because you know what, that's how it is. All right, weapons. Bow removed the input buffering when exiting aim down sights to avoid hip fire from unintentionally activating. For the Blunderbuss, they fixed the occasional character study desync when using the Blunderbuss blast shot ability. Fixed an issue that caused ammo to be consumed incorrectly if the player was using primary fire and abilities at the same time. For the Great Axe, they fixed the occasional character stutter desync when using the Great Axe Reap ability. For Ice Gauntlet, fixed an issue that ice spikes used when during movement it was causing the server client desync. See lots of desync issues here being fixed. Fixed an issue where shooter stance camera could get stuck if jumping while activating the ability. Fixed an issue where the musket sense of blood upgraded was applied to all routes. They fixed an issue where ADS and shooter stance at the same time sometimes get the camera stuck in ADS and slow down player movement. For the Rapier, they fixed an issue where keenly jaggered perk Bleed was able to trigger evades passive crescendo cooldown reduction. For the Spear, fixed an issue where the Spear would become invisible if you were interrupted immediately after throwing it. They fixed an issue where players could throw spears over the fort bounty during the war preparation phase. Sword and Shield fixed desync when swinging the camera quickly at the start of the Whirring Blade ability. Fixed an issue where shield attribute bonuses were only applied when the sword and shield were unsheathed. Note that you still need to have the sword equipped in order to gain the sheath bonus or the shield bonuses. For the expeditions, they fixed issues allowing boss navigation to be blocked by players, preventing from transitioning phases. Alrulvum Maul no longer is able to jump backwards and land outside the Caretaker's arena. They fixed an issue where Sela was not reset properly if players log off while at the same time as the platform is her. For game modes, arenas, they fixed an issue where the world arena bosses would sometimes not aggro non-combatant targets, not to be confused with PvP arenas. Just as a note, for Outpost Rush, they fixed issues where players could aggro friendly Outpost Rush minions with projectile attacks. For War, they fixed issues where companies could declare war solely based off previous influence race participation and not on participation from only the current and active influence race. For sure. Economy and progression notable fixes fixed an issue where players could get and exceed the 500 inventory item limit. The gem visual effects applied to the Isabella's Great Axe now display correctly. They fixed mesh clipping around the neck for the equipment pieces Wizened said Sagadashus and Tatition's hat. Man, dyslexia. What? It's the gift that keeps on giving. Items, they fixed a bug where the Azatha Toon Bag perk would not stack its effect with multiple bags of the same perk. Hidden stashes can now only be collected from gatherable items that require tools. Thus, hidden stashes will no longer drop from bushes, ball rush, nuts, etc. I wish this would mean that it would also be applied to fishing. So I haven't been able to get any fishing bags, but maybe that's just me and I've just had bad luck. Crafting. Replicas of named items from the Tempest Heart expedition can now be crafted at the appropriate crafting station. Fixed an issue that would cause the crafting screen to close unexpectedly while using it. That's been a bug that's plagued me multiple times. I'm so glad to see them get that fixed. For gathering, fixed a bug where gatherables would no longer work if gathering was canceled partway through. Fixed an issue that caused the icon for activating the gathering tool in the quick slot to disappear while gathering. UX, UI, and social notable fixes. The inventory category Alchemy and Arcania has now just been simply renamed Arcania. Makes sense. Remove the text remaining XP for level up during the XP bar tooltip when at max level. I really want to see them do something with XP at max level. I think that would be a huge boost to this game for me. Fix an issue where the same type of ammo is equipped at the max limit is selected to be equipped again from the inventory. Both ammo stacks will be unequipped. Address an issue where the text overflow for the journal objectives task list. The pin quest button should no longer disappear when restarting the game's client. Wait, the pin quest button. Okay, button, never mind. I was thinking that my pin quest would retain their way through. Fixed an issue that caused aptitude banners to display when entering in existing instances such as expeditions. I hope this means all of that noise. It's like every time you go into one, it's like... That would be great if that's finally done. Fixed an issue that caused players achievements to load incorrectly at the start of the new game session. That has been annoying me like crazy. I hope that is the case done. Fixed the title of the world map not rendering at certain zoom levels. Yeah, that's also been annoying. Fixed an issue where players experiencing network instability while using trade may receive a trade cancel message when the trade activity completed successfully. They fixed a bug where the compass objective pins from the open world could still show up while inside the Dynasty Shipyard expedition. Regarding translations, added missing translations to the locked message prompt within the expedition and approaching the door that cannot yet be entered. Provided missing translations for several housing related messages. Fixed an issue with unlocalized weapon mastery tooltip descriptions. Adjusted certain translations with the outfitting crafting station UI and to address the text truncation. The main story quest acceptance banner is now localized in all languages. Main story quest and skill progression quest type header boxes in the map now localized in all languages. Adding missing translations and loading screens gameplay tips within the Dynasty Shipyard expedition. Fix the broken spirit shrine icons displayed within the journal on non-English language clients. For quality of life, when entering a settlement or outpost, opening the map will automatically zoom in. Yes! Oh, wow. Oh, that's great. Like, that makes me think Guild Wars 2. I like that. Update quest icons and items to represent whether they are complete or in progress. Yay. Unequipped items will now show the correct total damage. That's great. Players are now able to drop multiple items during a single inventory session while moving. No, thanks. It wasn't bugging me that much. Disable the withdrawal from company wallet button if your personal wallet is full. That makes sense. Named crafted items that are crafted at epic rarity can now gain a 5th perk when upgraded to legendary. Now show the final perk as disabled on the crafting screen so that you know that it will be available in the future, but it will not be available when crafted. Okay. Updated the position of the quest marker or the items the crafting menu so that it obscures less of the item's image. Remove tax information from the banner that appears when entering into town. I don't know. I guess that's for a reason. All right, let's go on. Updated the objective panel map screen with additional functionality. UI panel name to manage objectives. Added the keybind want the objectives tab open. I like the objective tabs. Default hotkey is apparently I or L. Clicking view in map from the journal in view and map, and the HUD now opens the map with the objectives panel open. Oh, that's nice. Updated the order of tabs in the map. The order is now managed objectives, territory standing, upcoming wars, resources, locations, and filters. The territory standings icon on the map panel now properly changes color when territory points are available. Tax information has been removed from the entering settlement UI banner to help declutter. I guess that kind of ties into this. Remove tax information has been removed from the entering settlement UI banner to help declutter. All right. Chat. Increased legibility of system messages and faction messages in chat. In-game store. Fix preview not working if certain items are equipped. Store region is properly displayed in the confirmation pop-up. Okay. Those are the kind of the preview notes. Obviously, what we're going to see here from a pattern. April looks like it's going to be bug fixes and balances. May, that's probably where we're going to see our 3v3 PvP update, and probably then maybe in June kind of bug fix balance, then July big content, August, etc. So honestly, I think this is at least a decent start. It's what we were expecting, and that's why I wanted to sit down and give you guys the details today. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my ridiculousness at the beginning of this video. I think I'll be doing some New World streaming tonight if I am not needed, if the kids are asleep and Julie is, if we're not doing anything. But if we are hanging out, then I'm going to be playing some 14 tomorrow. So thanks guys for tuning in. I'll bring you some new world videos. I got some guides that I'm working on for you guys as well. So thanks you to the 300 plus subscribers now here on Ginger World Gaming. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. But until then, take care.
Yeah. It's time to chill out on the couch and read some comments. That's right. You know me when it comes to Destiny. I'm off with a clan, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh yeah.